Welcome to the Traders Market Intelligence Report brought to you by WealthBuildersHQ.com. This update is for Monday, the 21st of April, 2025. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Hope it's been a good trading day for you. As we get started, keep in mind everything we look at is for education. Nothing's meant to be advice or recommendations. If you find something that you like, anything, make sure it fits your own personal risk profile and risk tolerance. Make sure you keep up with all the content that we put out there each and every week. These are various follow us tabs. Those names are what they are. A lot of Wealth Builders HQ, a couple of additional ones in there as well, but make sure you check it out. All right. So we look at economic reports first. Monday we've got none. Friday is holiday, right, for Good Friday. We've got nothing on Monday. On Wednesday, we've got Flash PMI and Flash Services PMI. Same report. They're at 945. They're a big one. And then we've got this 8:30 report, but it's just that. It's 8:30 a.m., so it's pre-market, which is unemployment. Couple of orange ones, nothing crazy in there, right? It'll be interesting to see what Waller has to say on Wednesday after Trump's comments today about wanting to fire Powell. So that'll be very interesting to see where all of that goes. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the charts and see where we're at. I'm going to start with the S&P 500. So this orange bar right here represents Thursday of last week. So let me move that out of the way. So we've got Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. So we had a good bounce, good gap and go on Monday. Pulled back a little bit, not concerning at all. We had a big move up there on Monday. Sideways on Tuesday, gap down yesterday, and today gap down and kind of an inside body candle today, an inside candle. And we're in a bearish bias rank of 1, basically. I mean, we're right there. It's ugly city at this point, right? Very, very, very much not fun looking at all. So that 51.9867, the next fib line to the downside, that's our next downside target, right? We've got, if you look at highs and lows, we've got higher lows and we've got lower highs. So I've got a wedge pattern setting up in there. Does this pattern break? We also have a bit of a rectangle that is formed right in here. Much more so of these days, these little two outside days there. And they're like standalone candles all by their lonesome, right? But we're in that kind of sideways pattern and we're just kind of stuck there. To the upside, if we break above the 8, that would be wonderful. Resistance at 54.23, which has the 21. So there's just a lot of stuff around us. Really bad obstacle courses, as it were, right? A lot of things in our way to get through. Getting through the 53.11 can be tough. Getting through the 54.23 is tough. We look at VIX, which is fear. Fear's down a little bit today, and I think there's just been so much overreaction. We're at the very low end, 29.58, where the lowest part of this is 29, right? That's what we're looking at right there. The bottom of the red zone is where that picks up. So overall, we're still high, a little bit of vol still in our options. Some of the option spreads are very large still, just depending on what you're looking at. You get companies like UNH today down 131 points, right? Just crushing. And they were doing great. They're going up as everything else is going down. There was a way to trade the upside and bam, right? Just out of nowhere. Gap down, which goes back to my point of 70 to 80% of all stocks move within the same direction of the S&P 500. Trade within the direction of the S&P. We're bearish, trade bearish, right? So overall, the week itself, 4-day long. We got Friday as a holiday. Usually Monday is more of a happy day after you have a 3-day weekend like this. We'll see. But if we can't get above that 53.11, look for the 51.98. We'll call it 5200 level as our next downside target. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, have a great rest of your weekend. And I will see you all at our next update. Bye for now.